Hello everybody, this is your teacher Mr. Alessandrini talking to you. Today what you're going to be learning is you're going to be learning how to compare two different numbers up to the thousands place. You're going to learn about three comparison symbols. There's the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, and the equal to symbol. You're going to learn how to compare two numbers and also going to be able to figure out which numbers are greater than or equal to or less than the others. Let's get started. When you are comparing two numbers, let's just say in this case we have the numbers 6 and the number 5, you have three different options. Well, the first option, you could say that 6 is greater than 5, 6 is less than 5, and 6 is equal to 5. Well, we know that 6 is greater than 5, so what we do is we say that 6 is greater than 5. In this case, the open part of the arrow goes towards the 6. I like to think of it as, remember, here's your alligator, and your alligator's really hungry. He's going to go ahead and eat the bigger number. So we say that 6 is greater than 5. But what happens if I do this? Instead of saying 6 and 5, if I change 5 to this number, now I have 6 comparing it to 56. Well, now we know, guys, that 56 is actually greater than 6, or in this case, we put the alligator head going towards 56. So in this case, we could say that 56 is greater than 6, or we could say that 6 is less than 56. Again, take a look. Our alligator head is going right towards 56. Sometimes, let me change it a little bit even more. Now I have the number 6 and 6. Well, we should know that 6 and 6 are actually equal to each other, so we put an equal sign up there. Now, when we are comparing numbers that are up to the thousands place, we want to keep in mind the place value of each number. We should know that the 3 is in the ones place, that 6 is in the tens place, that 5 is actually in the hundreds place, and the 6 finally is over in the thousands place. So that's really important to understand when we're talking about numbers that are up to the thousands. So this is no longer 6. This, as we should know, is 6,000. This is no longer 6 right here. This is actually 60. And this is no longer 5. This is actually 500. The cool thing is that the 3 is still the 3. Here we have the number 42, and we're going to go ahead and compare it to the number 56. Well, just like before, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and look at our place value that's the furthest to the left. In this case, it is our tens place. If you take a look here, we have 5 in the tens place and 4 in the tens place. Well, we should know that the 5 is bigger in the tens place, so we're going to go ahead and put our sign going towards there. So we're going to say that 42 is less than 56, or we say that the alligator comes and eats the bigger number, or you could say 56 is greater than 42. Now, what happens when you have a number like this? We have the number 442. We take that off of there, and we compare that to 56. Well, if we're looking at the number furthest to the left, we will know this is a 5, and this is a 4. So we should think to ourselves, oh, that's easy, that the 5 is bigger than the 4, so we're going to put the greater sign towards the 5. But wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. If we look closer, we'll notice that this is in the tens place, and this is in the hundreds place. So honestly, really, if we think about it, that there should be nothing in the hundreds place right here. So this is actually going to be like this. We're going to say the greater than sign is going to go towards the 442. And we should know that. We should know that 442 is greater than 56. So now we come up to comparing two numbers. We have the number 6,563. And we want to compare that to the number 4,240. What we got to do is we got to go ahead and look at our place value. If we come over here, we want to look at our one to the furthest on the left. In this case, it is the 6. Comparing on this number, the furthest one to the left is the 4. So we got to think to ourselves is which number is going to be greater in the thousands place? Is the 6 going to be greater, or the 4 is going to be greater? Well, we should know that the 6 is going to be greater. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our little sign right there. And what we say is 6,563 is greater than, remember our alligator goes towards the greater number, is greater than 4,240. Alright, finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick up a new number, two new numbers, and you're going to go ahead and think to yourself, what are they? Are they going to be greater than, less than, or equal to? Okay, not quite done yet. Okay, think to yourself, what about these two numbers? Is 352 going to be greater than, equal to, or less than 352? Well, let's look at the hundreds place. In our hundreds place, the 3's are equal to each other. Well, let's look at the tens place. The 5's are equal to each other, and in the ones place, the 2's are equal to each other. So all we have to say is that 352 is equal to 352.